Hi, I'm Charles and welcome to my review of the Hozelock connectors. Just wanted to show you they come in variety. So this one is the standard, this one is the plus, and this is the pro. So I just wanted to go through the differences over these in this video. So if we look at the standard one, it's quite simple. Everything is made of plastic, and you simply screw it in there. You put this onto the hose, put it through, link it on there. They generally work quite well, but being made of plastic, they do degrade. So this is one that's a couple of years old that has been out in the sun, and you'll see the color of it's changed totally. If you have a look in there, you'll see that the plastic isn't as good as it used to be, and obviously the contact and therefore the seal isn't going to be as good either. Moving up to the plus range, it's broadly speaking the same. It's a fair bit thicker. You've got a better angle there to get traction on when you pull it off. It does have the same internal parts. If you look at the code on the inside of them from manufacture, you'll see that actually the parts inside, they are actually exactly the same. But obviously this is more robust, so if you were to bash it on something, it would last a bit longer. I'm assuming it's probably a little bit better on the sunproof side of things as well. The other key difference is down at the base here as well. So by having this, if you've got a hose that comes off the edge and is pulling on it, it's effectively going to resist some of the pinch on the hose itself. So it's useful to have that, but obviously you don't necessarily need to have that if it's in a fixed place where it's not getting tugged at all. The other thing that I wanted to show you between these two is if you take these off and look at these parts here, you'll see that this is a lot tighter and made of a more robust plastic than this. So I would say that this is actually going to last a fair bit better. If we were to look at the prices between this one, and the yellow version of this, I'll explain in a moment, you're looking at about just under £3 for that, £3.50 for that, and about £5 for this one. So yes, there's a variety in price, but actually you're not paying that much more. It's £1 more. It's not all that much. Just to continue looking at these, so these are pretty much the same in terms of the internal part. This is a little bit, the plus is a little bit more robust on the outside, and for this, I'd say for the amount that you're paying, which is basically 50p, it's a no-brainer. Go for this over this every time. Looking at the plus versus the pro, the difference is on the pro is that the body is made of metal. This is still made of plastic on the inside. That's the same. But the body and then the internal housing, which goes through there, you probably can't see it, that is metal as well. So if you were to give that a bash, that's not going to be as damaged. That said, you've got a lot more weight in this one with it being metal than this. It's almost probably twice the weight. I'm not going to weigh it, but anyway, you do get quite a nice grip on that to pull it off. So this is the red one. There is a yellow one which is exactly the same. They're both pro, but this one has auto stop, with the key difference being, can you see this little plastic white thing inside? That moves in and out, and so basically when you pull that off, it won't it'll stop the flow of water, which can be quite useful, particularly when you're connecting it to say one of these. If you were to have it on there, that's all good. You can leave the water on, and then you pull it off, and basically you might get a tiny little dribble that comes out of that. But then what you could do is you could just pull it off and then stick it onto something else. So this is basically going to save you time, save you walking all the way back to turn the tap on and off, and probably save water as well, because it's not coming out of the end like a fountain. So just wanted to show you a couple more things. So the kind of things that these actually connect to. So you've got these sprayers, which is handy, and then you've got these, and likewise you have the taps. Let's take these. So usually you have one of these attached to your tap. It'll screw on, which you can get in plastic or metal, and then you simply clip those on. So they're quite handy. Now this auto stop one you wouldn't be using on this end. You'd be using on the end that is attached to something like this. So basically it's for things coming out of it in that direction. Another thing that I wanted to show you quickly is how they do actually degrade over time. So this one's been outside and obviously isn't in very good shape. And then to compare it with another one as well, this is from Gardena, or Gardenia, I don't know how you're meant to pronounce it. And if you look at the difference in quality even of the basic one, I mean, this one is basically, it's absolute rubbish. It's not going to be as robust, it's not going to last as long. Even if I compare the one that's been out in the sun, this one is much simpler. I must say, for the sake of a couple of pounds, you might as well buy decent quality ones. You'll see how they've been dropped and a little bit chewed away, and the way that it grips. So my recommendation is to go with this as your standard. Wherever you've got these, you might as well go with this this quality one. For the far end, where you're attaching it to a hose and you're regularly taking it on and off, I would recommend to go with the at least the Pro series, and for the Pro Auto Stop is very useful as well. So hope this helps. Please like and subscribe, and check my other videos for other gardening and general household tips.